Don't link is your boy Ink. I don't need to tell you what happened. Think you guys can figure it out. Yes, we lacked a crucial element, which was a cold um, cell phone. Now I'm gonna have to do because I don't have the time. I'm gonna have to leave it there. I know it's gonna be sounding a bit gonna be annoying, but sadly I don't have a choice. I really thought it was the 30th of July. So like I was saying, Um, we started the season, which is Prelude to Dark to Despair, with a Rubik's cube, which is a human thing, which could possibly means that they're players. However, we have no clue. We see a whole bunch of new people, and this is nice because we're kind of saying, okay, so these are they only do it for the season two. So season one we finished. We had a big boss, which was Shaltier. Season two, we're doing it. I think that she's a player. She's possibly one of the only player because we're talking about the player. We have the dragon. We have a bunch of new enemies. However, I'm at season four, the ending, and we don't see them. So I think there's supposed to be a season five, and I just don't see it. We finally see the king. So this guy gave the blue hair guy, the guy who got defeated by Chaltier, the option to be a good soldier, which is super, super, super important. Um, we know that this guy is kind of the hero. He becomes the uh, main guard of the king. She's super important. She's the princess, and this is another one that's super important. So technically speaking, this guy is going to be the student of the strongest hero, which is super important. I'm in the blue hair guy. So we have Momont, who is we're fighting. We're doing some mission, which is kind of cool. We got Lord Angel, and just talking about how um, he's taking care of the city right now. For example, the guards are listening to him, and just making sure that they're all happy. We got more of the flirtatious between what's her name, the Succubus and Isengol. The sad thing here is season two technically has some of the best beginnings. So, for example, you see this little guy. This little guy is in charge of things. So they're gathering resources when it comes to the when it comes to the world. You want to build up resources. They only do it once. I wish they did it a lot more. Now they're planning their next step, their next battle, because again, it's a conquering. Shaltier, she feels bad. This is the first time we see Shaltier, and she feels bad. She feels like there's something um, that she has to do to repair herself. Now we see this guy, Cositus. Cositus is going to be super important because right now what we're doing is they tell us to do a war against the Lizard Man. The Lizard Man is one of the first race that submit to the the Overlord. Super important. However, what is kind of sad is they spend so much time. So the craziest thing with this is you're seeing it at the very end. You're like, holy shit, we're summoning the exact same thing. Now, so they're telling him, hey, there's eight clan of lizard men. Um, there's eight clan of lizard men. Give me a sec. I got a pimple, and we'll attack them in order. So we have the whole thing is nice, actually really nice. Is a rise and fall of Overlord. We see the eight clans, we see their strength, we see their weaknesses. We see an Hydra, we see the main character, which is for the Lizard Man. So this is the first time we see a character that we really get attached to, but really, 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 really get attached to, just for at the end to be like, yo, you're gonna be serving a purpose, and at the end he's not even there. However, there's a couple of cool things. So, for example, the whole thing is about unifying the Lizard Men together so they have a chance. It's about him being the main character of Lizard Man and his being his girlfriend. So they're all like, okay, well, we're gonna fight. Now, what happened? Why is that important? Because at first there was eight Lizard Clan, but then there was only five. They had a lack of food, and then they had infighting. So her clan survived by cannibalism, and his clan survived because they were just too strong. So this is a duality, but it's also a nice thing because we're seeing the story or the history behind the Lizard Man, which is, in my opinion, kind of important. We just spend a lot of time. He's courting her. He's he chooses her as his wife. We have the whole thing where we're trying to get the clans together. So it takes a couple episodes, but this is it, and it's kind of cool because this is the very first time that he's like, okay, well, either you kill them all or we become a they become my servants. And Cositus is like, well, I'll be fighting them. So Cositus, which is really cool, I think we'll give him a army, and he's like, okay, well, you gotta fight the lizard man, and if you can't fight them, you're good. If you cannot fight them, you lose. So what happened is he's give him a very very weak army. The only good one in the army is a lich, right? Which is actually pretty good, but nowhere near I think all. We're seeing the strength. We're seeing that the main character has a secret weapon. However, the secret weapon is made of ice, and the skeleton is surviving ice, which is super cool. So they win, which kind of mean that because they win, because it is lose. So we remember that Shaital, she had consequences for losing with Lord Ainz. Because it's just losing means that he has consequences also. And one of the consequences is like, okay, well, guess what? You're gonna have to fight the whole army by yourself. So it's like, okay, well, there's no problem. Now, the little men are actually cool because they're saying like, hey, we won't allow all of our guy to die. What we'll do is we'll fight five of us, right? Lord Ainz is mad at Quisitus. It's like, yo, there's no way. And the coolest thing is, this is possibly one of the coolest things. They summon themselves. So this is Lord Ainz. You see at the distance, he has his 12 guardian. He's showcasing the power. And he's really trying to intimidate everybody, which is really cool. It's like, okay, well, guess what? We're going to fight against you. This is an all-out war. My kingdom versus your race. However, we know that Cosetta is going to be the only one to fight. The lizardmen surrender. However, they fight the first time. So it's like, no, no, no. I don't trust you. You guys fought, so time to pay your dues. By the way, it is 12 o'clock. So I don't know how much we can do. If we can do it, we can do it. If we can't, we can't. We're introducing this new guardian. I don't know where he's from. And it doesn't really matter anything. So technically speaking, what he is it's for the resurrection. For the resurrection, you need to sacrifice a soul, and you need to pay some money. So it would be the soul sacrifice. We have the whole war. Yeah, the whole war. And the whole war is cool because they're like, okay, well, there's only one of you. And so the little man says, hey, instead of sacrificing everybody here, what we'll do, we'll take our five strongest warrior, and we'll fight. However, he's like, yo, I'll actually I'll actually go easy on you guys. Now the coolest thing is, because it just comes in, and it's like, I know that you said that we had to kill them, but these guys are really, really strong. I think we can really spare them. So then he's like, okay, well, cool. So then they spare this because she's a chief. So there's 6 clan, right? And the 6th one, she's like, yo, you need to stay behind in case we win. We need somebody to lead the people. And then he's like, okay, well, I'll resurrect your lover. However, he has to be loyal to me. I'll resurrect your lover. However, if there's a plan of treason during your race, you have to tell me. So she's basically selling her soul to him. We have a couple of new guy, which are super cool. We have this is the main one. It's like, yo, please teach me the way. And we have the Hydra, which are kind of super important. Season 2, episode 6. Saved and savior and save. So this is super important. So this guy, what he does is he's infiltrating the magic guild. So we know that they use a magic item to control Shaltier. So he's like, okay, well, guess what? If and only if there's an item like that in this world, I'll find it through the magic guild. He's a soldier that's behind him. It's not really clear. I think he's a vampire. So then what happened is he goes to a place where, and he's my favorite guardian by fucking far. Like look at this. Look at the intro. So you see the war with the lizard man. This is what's really important. These guys are the bad guys. They're the king. This guy is Zero. It's a bad guy. So this guy you see, super important, super important. Or that's in gold. Let's see if we see the fight between. Yeah, you see, cause it's just between him. This is Demi-Urge. This is super important. This is really cool because they're doing a battle against Demi-Urge. Like, oh my god, Demiurge betrayed the Lord. No, he didn't betray it. It was all part of the plan. Part of the plan to rule over by pretending he's nice. So the vampire, the old man, he finds this girl, right? And he's like, okay, well, these people are treating you shitty. So what she is she's a prostitute, and they drugged her. It's like, no, you're not gonna do that. Fuck you. So this guy he has a sweet heart. It's like, I'll protect her, and I'll make her a servant of Lord Isengol. So you see, most of the people. So what is really cool, in the two cases, they serve the same purpose. Cositus, which values strength, was like, okay, these are good warriors. I want to keep them. And this guy, which value loyalty, is like, okay, well, she has nobody. I'm gonna save her. So he cures her. And it's like, yo, if I can cure you, you'll be loyal to me, and you'll be loyal to Lord Ainz. There's not really a purpose other than he feels bad for her. There's not really a purpose instead of just he wants to be a nice guy. So the girl, she's like, why are you protecting a human? Why are you protecting a human? Is protege, right? A servant. But she's like, and then the servant's like, nobody's nice to me. Nobody cares about me. They're all using me. I hate him. That's when he says, okay, well, maybe we can use you. So he feels really bad for her. He really feels bad for her. He's taking care of her. No, technically speaking, it was the fact that he was created like that, which is super cool. But it does show a guardian. So right now, what we're doing, which is super, super, super important, is we're doing three things. We're establishing each guardian, and we're giving them a story. Each one of them. We had the fight between the blue hair and Shaltir. What's important is because he survived, and he chooses to be like, yo, we got this. The strongest swordsman in the kingdom, the hero. This guy. It's like to the blue swordsman, like, yo, you got potential. What are you doing? It's like, no, you don't understand. I fought this girl. She's a vampire. We don't even have a simple chance. There's no chance at all. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're seeing her, and you think they're twins, but no, it's a ninja. Which means we meet this group. Now, this group, what they are, they're adamantite soldier group. So they're good. Now, this is the craziest thing ever. This is really cool. So what they're burning is a field. So we just established that the girl was drugged and raped. Well, not raped, but she was a prostitute and she was drugged. So if she wanted to get the drug, she had to work as a prostitute. And he's like, yo, guess what? There's this drug. And then the next one, we're burning the field of the drug. So we established that there's a drug, and we established that there's this group of people that are literally fighting to save the world. Now we got season 2, episode 7, which is Blue Roses. Blue Roses is the roses from which the drug is made. Guys, we're doing good. We're doing good. We got Momont. We got some money. Now, technically speaking, the kingdom of Azazel, which is the kingdom of Momont, is suffering from a lack of fund. There's no way to make fun. They're starting production. So in season 2, when they start and there's a little imp, the little imp comes in. It's like, yo, we're doing production. They're at a level where they're producing, but they're not self-reliant. And this is a bit where it is dangerous. I need my, okay. Because I don't know why, my little toes always have this piece of nail sticking out. Give me a sec. And we have, I don't know why, I have a defect where I'm growing like a second nail on the side of my pinky, my little toe. And it gets stuck in my socks, and it's really painful. So try to cut them every single time, but they grow up. They still grow. I don't know how to stop it, but hey, it's not a big deal, isn't it? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the fact that the establishing this economy is actually quite nice, because it takes money to run a kingdom. See, in a perfect world, there's two ways to do it. Either some resource gathering. For example, we established that, oh, guess what? This race, what I would have loved is, for example, this race is good. For example, the lizard men are a great fisher. So for food, we're going to be better. We're going to be better off. The dwarf are great, the great miner. So when it comes to the mining, the dwarf are going to take care of it, which is great. They don't do that, which is, again, it's okay. I don't really mind. Would just have been nice. Tomorrow, kind of day. Look what we're having for lunch. Spicy garlic. I've never had those. So kind of excited. Okay. Let's go. So, Overlord. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, Momon doing some quests is also a good source of money, but also a good way to like to kind of spy. In when I look back on it, I didn't read that at first, but this is why I wanted to be Mitchell rank so bad because Mitchell rank would have given him more job that gave him more cash, you know. So we have, which is really cool. This guy takes under his wing the small guy, and takes under his wing the blue air guys. So there is possibly the strongest. He's gonna teach the two of them. Now this guy with the brown hair will die, but it's kind of not a big. It's not a big deal because the two others are gonna take the not the revenge, but they're gonna take they're gonna pass a torch, I guess. So there you go. We have the queen, and it's a bit boring. It is how to accomplish a situation. There's three of them